For more than 4 decades, Alan Jackson has been one of the most beloved voices in country music, creating songs that became the soundtrack to countless lives. From heartfelt ballads to traditional country anthems, his music has connected generations of fans around the world. When he stepped onto the stage for what was announced as his final touring performance, emotions were running high long before the first song began. The audience knew they were witnessing the closing chapter of an extraordinary career, and as the night unfolded, it became clear that this would be far more than just another concert. It was a celebration of a lifetime of music, memories, and gratitude shared between an artist and the fans who had stood beside him for decades. Alan Jackson has been open in recent years about living with Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, a hereditary neurological condition that affects balance, muscle strength, and mobility. Although the condition has made touring increasingly challenging, he has continued performing whenever possible, determined to give his fans the farewell they deserve. His honesty about the health challenges he has faced earned him even greater admiration, with many supporters applauding his resilience and commitment to country music, despite the obstacles before him. As the lights dimmed and Alan Jackson walked onto the stage, the crowd immediately erupted into applause. Thousands of fans stood to welcome the country music icon, many realizing this would likely be the last time they would see him perform during a full-scale tour. Throughout the evening, every song was met with enthusiastic sing-alongs, cheers, and standing ovations. The atmosphere felt less like an ordinary concert and more like a heartfelt thing you shared between an artist and the audience that had supported him throughout his remarkable journey. One of the evening's most emotional moments came as Alan paused between songs to speak directly to the audience. Looking across the arena, he reflected on the incredible support he had received throughout his career. He thanked his fans for embracing his music, attending his concerts, and allowing him to spend his life doing what he loved most. His words were simple but deeply meaningful, and many people in the audience could be seen wiping away tears as they listened. Throughout the performance, Alan revisited many of the songs that helped define modern country music. Classics such as Chattahoochee, Remember When, Drive for Daddy Jean, and Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning reminded fans why his music has remained timeless. Each performance carried additional emotional weight, knowing these songs had accompanied listeners through weddings, family celebrations, road trips, personal milestones, and difficult moments over several decades. As the concert continued, fans noticed just how much the evening meant to Alan himself. While he remained composed for most of the performance, there were several moments when emotion was clearly visible on his face as the audience sang every lyric back to him. The overwhelming response from the crowd served as a powerful reminder of the lasting impact his music has had across generations. Rather than focusing on sadness, the evening became a celebration of gratitude, legacy, and the extraordinary relationship he built with his fans. Alan also took time to acknowledge the many people who helped shape his career. He expressed appreciation for his family, his band, his crew, and everyone who had supported him behind the scenes throughout the years. He has often credited his wife, Denise, with being his greatest source of strength, and many fans viewed the evening as not only a tribute to his musical journey, but also to the people who stood beside him every step of the way. As the final songs approached, the emotion inside the venue became even more noticeable. Fans stood together, singing loudly while holding up their phones to capture one last memory of the legendary performer. The applause continued long after each song ended, with many people unwilling to let the evening come to a close. It was evident that this farewell meant as much to the audience as it did to Alan Jackson himself. The final performance served as a reminder of everything Alan Jackson accomplished throughout his career. He sold millions of records worldwide, earned numerous Grammy Awards, CMA Awards, and ACM Awards, and was inducted into both the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. More importantly, he remained committed to traditional country music during a time when the genre experienced significant change, earning the respect of fellow artists and fans alike.